In today's video, we will discuss about the pioneer of the electric vehicle industry, Tesla, a company that has had low lows and high highs, a company that few believed in its goal, but now everyone wants a Tesla car. We will run through the history of this great company, the vision and the mission, as well as discuss the events that made Tesla the giant it is today. Before we begin, we would appreciate liking this video as it motivates us to keep on producing quality content. Thanks! How it started. Tesla was named after the famous Serbian physicist Nikola Tesla, a pioneer best known for his contributions to the design of modern alternating current (AC) electricity supply system. His impact in the world of electricity was so big that there is an annual award in the technical field in his honor, the IEEE Nikola Tesla Award. Nikola Tesla was a great inspiration for Elon Musk, the current CEO of Tesla Inc. Musk once stated that Nikola held more than 700 patents and remains an inspiration to me personally and to many entrepreneurs and investors, both in Silicon Valley and around the world. Without his vision and brilliance, our car wouldn't be possible. He even added that, the reason we named our company Tesla is because we use an AC induction motor, which is an architecture that Tesla developed. Tesla was also a big fan of Thomas Edison because Edison brought his stuff to market and made those inventions accessible to the world. Being inspired by individuals that had a great impact in shaping the future of electricity, no wonder Tesla has achieved great things until today, forming the company. While Elon Musk is the most famous person related to Tesla, the company wasn't his creation. The idea was incorporated by two engineers, Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, in 2003. They decided to start the company after General Motors recalled all its EV1 electric cars in 2003. They were both engineers and they could see opportunity, a brand new sector abandoned by one of the biggest ever companies. Musk actually joined Tesla in 2004 when he provided $6.35 million of the company's initial $6.5 million in Series A funding. With that investment, Musk became Tesla's chairman while Eberhard served as CEO. 2 years later, in 2006, Musk published an article named The Secret Tesla Motors Master Plan, Just Between You and Me, in which he introduced to the world Tesla's ultimate mission, to transition the world away from fossil fuel to the usage of clean energy. The same year, he revealed the plans for the first ever car to be produced by Tesla, the Roadster. Productions and problems of the first EV. It started its production in 2008, and Tesla finally achieved something that no company ever had. They produced an entirely electric car with practical specifications that can meet consumer needs. Previous experiments in this field had failed, because among other issues, companies struggled to produce a battery powerful enough to keep cars on the road and a cost-effective motor that could fit inside a consumer vehicle and accelerate it to highway speed. The first model produced in 2008 could travel almost 400 kilometers on a single battery, with acceleration and top speed compared to many consumer-level sports cars. The Roadster used a standard lithium-ion battery structure, common to many electronic devices, and customers could recharge the car in a standard wall outlet. This did not, however, make the Roadster a widely viable consumer product. At its release, the car cost a little more than $100,000, pricing most consumers out of the market. Further, the company immediately ran into the problem of charging time. The original Roadster could require between 24 and 48 hours to recharge on a standard home outlet. 2008 economic crisis. Everything seemed to be going perfect for Elon Musk. In 2 years period, from 2006 to 2008, he had completed 3 more funding rounds, gathering $13, $40, and $52 million respectively, making it a total of $105 million. He became the CEO after Eberhard resigned, with Eberhard claiming that he was forced to resign, and Tarpenning left his role as VP of Electrical Engineering, leaving the room for Musk to take full control of the company. To add on that, upon taking the role of CEO, he fired 10% of the current workforce. Maybe this sounds familiar to his current policies at Twitter.
You're fired, CEO.
Back to 2008, the Roadster hits the road. Musk is CEO, money is coming in from everywhere, and the company was gaining more and more fame. But the financial crisis of 2008 didn't make an exception for Tesla. In order to save his company, Musk tried to secure another funding round for a total of $100 million, but failed. This result forced him to fire another 24% of Tesla's workforce. On the contrary, he stated that the company needed to pump up the production in order to increase revenue during this difficult time, and halting the development of the upcoming project, Model S. He saved the game and avoided bankruptcy at the end of the year when the board approved a $40 million convertible debt financing. Hammered by the recession, the $40 million weren't enough to keep the company alive, forcing Tesla to sell a 10% stake to Daimler AG for $50 million and took on a $465 million government electric vehicle loan in 2009 under the Advanced Technology Vehicles Manufacturing Loan Program. In that way, he managed to debut a Model S prototype that same year, making it to the top. After reaching the bottom of the barrel, it was time to shine again. In 2010, Tesla rang the bell at NYSE and went public, offering 13.3 million shares at the price of $17 per share. The end of the day saw the price at $23.89, making Tesla a $2.2 billion company. In 2011, Tesla revealed the final plan for the Model S project and attacked the oil companies with the statement that the oil companies said electric cars can't work. But the truth is, they don't want them to work. But here it is. They would say this car is the equivalent of a unicorn, as Model S was designed to travel 320 kilometers before recharging. It could reach 0 to 100 kilometers in 4.5 seconds. To make Model S even more attractive, Tesla cut off $25,000 from Roadster's price as they aimed to make it affordable to a bigger variety of consumers. The next year, 2012, was a memorable year for Tesla. The company stopped the production of Roadster and waved goodbye to their first EV project. A month later, the new Model X was announced, the first EV SUV. The same year, the Model S was being delivered to the customers, and it was such a huge success that claimed the title of Motor Trend Car of the Year and topped Norway's new car sales list. After so many years of funding rounds, loans, and fiscal difficulties, Tesla managed to have its first ever profitable quarter in 2013, rocketing the stock by 25.5%. This gave more hope and power to Tesla to keep on chasing their dream. In 2014, the autopilot mode was announced, and Tesla also informed the investors about the expansion of the company with the creation of a new factory in Nevada named the Gigafactory. This expansion would help the company produce even more cars, scaling its economy and being able to offer the next models to a more affordable price, gaining an even bigger part of the market. In 2015, Tesla revealed two more innovations. The first was the Powerwall and Powerpack, two solar-based energy products described as the missing piece of Tesla. With this innovation, Musk claimed that Tesla is not just an automotive company, it's an energy innovation company. The impact was so big that the sales on the first week after the announcement reached $800 million. The second biggest announcement was the delivery of the Model X. The next year, Tesla unveiled the mass production of their new car, Model 3, at an even more affordable price of $35,000, making it available to an even bigger portion of the market. But 2016 wasn't just the Model 3 announcement. It was the next step of transformation of Tesla. The Master Plan, Part 2, where Musk announced the upcoming production plans, a very promising business plan for both the investors and the buyers. 2017 was marked by a special occasion. Although it wasn't talked about, the full name of Tesla was actually Tesla Motors. In 2016, Tesla acquired SolarCity for $2.6 billion as they were setting the stage for the transition to become an energy innovation company. This move was heavily criticized as SolarCity wasn't evaluated so expensive, and there were claims that a family member of Elon Musk was a stakeholder of the SC. But nonetheless, from being a company that manufactured electric vehicles, Tesla would now be a company that aims to be the pioneer of the electricity-based future of the world. For that reason, the new name, which remains until today, is Tesla Inc. The tides turned in 2018, and Tesla faced another round of difficulties. The first problem was the underdelivery of the production that Musk promised the previous years. The second problem was that in August of 2018, Tesla reported its biggest ever loss as a company. Although the numbers from Q1 and Q2 were disappointing, Musk informed the investors that the second half of the year would be way better and calm the things down. Things went even worse when Musk had tweeted what it was believed to be inside company information and misleading investors, and he was forced to step down from the board after being sued. A year to forget. Rising from its ashes again. In February of 2019, Musk made a deal with the Department of Justice regarding his tweets and was able to go back to his position. The next month, Tesla announced the Model Y, the new promising Tesla project. Later this year, in October, Musk announced the plans to build the first ever out of the USA factory for Tesla production in Shanghai, China. But Elon had also another hidden ace in his sleeve. At the end of November, he unveiled the famous Cybertruck, the angular 3-motor 6-seater vehicle that could travel 800 kilometers on a single charge and hit 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.9 seconds. The official date of the Cybertruck was set for 2021, but was later changed to 2023. Tesla had been through rough times and was always challenged regarding their vision for the EVs, but broke one record after the other. In 2020, Tesla did the unimaginable. It managed to be declared the company with the highest valuation of any American automaker ever in the history, sitting on $86 billion. Later this year, the investors were very hyped with this event and forced the price to reach $1,000, making Tesla to be valued more than BMW, Daimler, and Volkswagen combined. To add on that, the Q2 of 2020 found Tesla achieving another milestone. It managed to have 4 straight quarters of positive earnings for the first time ever. The 31st of August 2020 was a day to remember for many investors. Tesla did a 5-for-1 split, giving every investor 5 shares for one they had. That made the price drop by 80%, but the investors had the same amount of power. It was a move that made the Tesla stock available to a bigger number of investors. The year finished with yet again another achievement. Just in time for Christmas, on the 21st of December, Tesla managed to be included in the S&P 500, an index with the top 500 American companies. 2020 was a calm year for Tesla. Despite achieving the valuation of $1 trillion, becoming only the 6th U.S. company to do so, Tesla mainly focused on development. The new project, Model S Plaid, was unveiled, and the first AI Day took place, where the latest developments in software, hardware, AI, robotics, and others were discussed. This year, Tesla opened 2 new factories in March and April, in Berlin and Texas respectively. That made the production goals to be achieved and ensure investors that Musk had kept his word. The second half of the year is quite different. There have indeed been turbulences with Musk's Twitter deal. Investors lost some of their trust in the company when they saw that the Tesla CEO was mainly focusing on his new company, making them feel unsafe. But on the 1st of December, Tesla once more made a step forward to the EV future with the delivery of the Tesla Semis, a cooperation with PepsiCo to deliver the first ever all-electric semi-truck that can travel 800 kilometers with one charge, disputing the trucking industry. We could keep on talking about Tesla until the end of the year, but we wanted to hand you out the most important information about the company itself, and not Elon Musk's personal adventures. Tesla's story is inspiring for 2 main reasons. The belief for a better and eco-friendly future of the car industry, in which many didn't believe in, and the strong will of the board to achieve their goal, no matter the difficulties faced on the road to their goal. Let us know down in the comments your opinion about Tesla, if you have ever driven one and your experience, and if you share their vision for an emission-free driving future.